7 Stoic Life Lessons to Reinvent Yourself in 2026, Become Unbreakable Stoicism. The person you are today does not have to be the person you become in 2026. 1 year can change everything. A stronger mindset. A stronger body. A stronger character. A stronger life. But transformation does not happen by accident. It happens when you stop repeating the habits that keep you weak and start adopting principles that make you stronger. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. They knew that greatness is not built in comfort. It is built through discipline, character, resilience, and the ability to remain strong when life becomes difficult. If you want 2026 to be the year you reinvent yourself, these 7 Stoic life lessons can help you become mentally stronger, emotionally tougher, and impossible to break. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more Stoic wisdom, self-improvement lessons, and powerful mindset strategies designed to help you become the strongest version of yourself. Lesson 1: Accept responsibility for your life. Most people spend years blaming circumstances, blaming bad luck, blaming their past, blaming other people, blaming the economy, blaming opportunities they never received. And while some challenges are real, blame has never changed a life. The Stoics believe that the moment you take responsibility for your life is the moment your life begins to improve. Because responsibility creates power. When you blame everything outside yourself, you become powerless. When you take ownership, you become capable of change. Marcus Aurelius faced wars, betrayal, disease, and enormous pressure. Yet he constantly reminded himself that his focus must remain on what he could control, not what he couldn't. That lesson remains powerful today. You cannot control your past. You cannot control other people. You cannot control every event that happens around you. But you can control your decisions, your actions, your habits, your attitude. And those things shape your future. Many people wait for motivation. The Stoics relied on responsibility. Because motivation comes and goes, responsibility remains. The moment you stop asking why life is unfair and start asking what you can do next, everything changes. Growth begins. Progress begins. Transformation begins. An unbreakable person never waits for perfect conditions. They begin where they are, with what they have, and they move forward. That mindset alone separates winners from victims. Lesson 2: Become comfortable with discomfort. Comfort is one of the greatest addictions in modern society. People seek the easiest path, the easiest conversation, the easiest decision, the easiest life. But comfort rarely produces growth. Every meaningful transformation requires discomfort. The Stoics intentionally exposed themselves to difficulty. Not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood that challenges strengthen character. Imagine what happens when you always choose comfort. You avoid difficult conversations. You avoid taking risks. You avoid learning new skills. You avoid facing fears. Slowly, your world becomes smaller. Your confidence weakens. Your courage fades. But when you embrace discomfort, something remarkable happens. You become stronger. Every challenge you face builds resilience. Every fear you confront builds confidence. Every difficult step expands your capabilities. Discomfort becomes training. And training creates strength. The strongest people in life are not those who avoided hardship. They are those who learn to grow through it. If you want to reinvent yourself in 2026, stop running from discomfort. Use it. Learn from it. Allow it to shape you. Because everything you want is usually on the other side of temporary discomfort. Lesson 3. Control your mind before it controls you. Your mind can be your greatest ally. Or your worst enemy. Most people are not defeated by circumstances. They are defeated by their thoughts. Fear. Doubt. Overthinking. Insecurity. Negative assumptions. These mental habits quietly destroy confidence and limit potential. The Stoics understood that mastery of the mind is essential for mastery of life. They trained themselves to observe thoughts rather than obey them. Just because you think something does not make it true. A fearful thought is not necessarily reality. An insecure thought is not necessarily truth. A negative thought is not necessarily accurate. Yet millions of people believe every thought that enters their mind. As a result, they create suffering that never needed to exist. An unbreakable person learns to challenge destructive thinking. They focus on facts rather than emotional assumptions. They replace fear with reason. They replace panic with perspective. They replace excuses with action. Because thoughts become actions. Actions become habits. And habits become destiny. If you want a different life in 2026, start with a different mindset. Everything begins there. Lesson 4. Stop seeking validation. One of the fastest ways to lose yourself is to live for the approval of others. Many people spend years chasing validation. Trying to impress strangers. Trying to gain approval. Trying to fit in. Trying to avoid criticism. Trying to satisfy everyone. And in the process, they forget who they really are. The Stoics warned against this. They understood that public opinion changes constantly. Today people praise you. Tomorrow they criticize you. If your self-worth depends on external approval, your confidence will always be fragile. True confidence comes from self-respect. From knowing your values. From living according to principles. Not from applause. An unbreakable person does not allow other people's opinions to determine their identity. They listen to feedback. They learn. They improve. But they do not surrender their self-worth to the crowd. The moment you stop needing constant validation is the moment you become truly free. Freedom creates strength. And strength creates peace. Lesson 5. Master the art of letting go. Many people suffer because they hold on to things that no longer serve them. Old regrets. Past mistakes. Broken relationships. Resentment. Anger. Disappointment. The past becomes a prison. And they carry emotional weight for years. The Stoics believe that attachment to the past steals power from the present. You cannot change yesterday. You cannot rewrite history. You cannot undo every mistake. But you can learn. Grow. Adapt. And move forward. Letting go is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is understanding that your future deserves more attention than your past. The strongest people are not those who never experience pain. They are those who refuse to remain trapped by it. Lesson 6. Build discipline over motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you do not. If your success depends on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. The Stoics relied on discipline. Discipline shows up regardless of mood. Discipline continues regardless of emotion. Discipline acts regardless of excuses. An unbreakable person does what must be done even when they do not feel like doing it. They understand that greatness is not built through occasional effort. It is built through consistent action. Every workout, every study session, every difficult task completed, every promise kept to yourself. These small victories create powerful momentum. And over time, momentum creates transformation. The version of yourself you want to become in 2026 will not be created through motivation. It will be created through discipline. Lesson 7. Remember that time is limited. The Stoics frequently reflected on mortality. Not to become fearful, but to become focused. Every day is valuable. Every year matters. Life is moving whether you are prepared or not. Many people live as if they have unlimited time. They postpone goals, delay action, avoid growth, wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment rarely arrives. An unbreakable person understands the value of time. They act today. They learn today. They improve today. Because they know that tomorrow is never guaranteed. When you remember that life is temporary, trivial concerns lose their power. Petty drama becomes irrelevant. Meaningless distractions become obvious. What truly matters becomes clear. And clarity changes everything. As 2026 approaches, ask yourself an honest question. Will you enter it as the same person? Or will you enter it stronger, wiser, more disciplined, more resilient, more focused, more unbreakable? The answer depends on the choices you make starting today. The Stoics did not become strong overnight. They became strong through daily effort, daily discipline, daily reflection, daily improvement. And you can do the same. Because becoming unbreakable is not about being fearless. It is about continuing forward despite fear. It is not about avoiding hardship. It is about growing through hardship. It is not about perfection. It is about progress. And if you commit yourself to these 7 lessons, the person who enters 2026 may be completely different from the person you are today. Stronger, calmer, more disciplined, more confident, more resilient, and ready for whatever life brings. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and join thousands of others committed to mastering Stoicism, building mental toughness, and creating a life of purpose, strength, and inner peace.